Look, it's a flood!
It's a flood!
It's flooding!
Get away!
Quick, we need to get to higher ground!
Open the floodgates!
You've seen, the cartoon Freaknik, right?
Oh my god.
You have?
Yeah.
You remember that part where they were like, the booty levels are rising up and crashing through?
Damn, he got me.
It's the doctors that give it the flood. Keep your death threats to 140 characters or less. No, seriously, I don't want to read that shit. There's like 2 messages and a picture.
You say that. You say that. Knowing goddamn well that we've gotten into some threads over the last couple of days, over the last week.
Word
check
magic.
it in, check it out, what the fuck it is, what the fuck it do.
Word magic.
Should I? Don't. We're not gonna.
We have to at least explain what the hell, because that's gonna be a meme now.
Are we gonna start with that? Like, do we? Nah, I feel like we should start with something light, because it's been so fucking heavy lately. Like, I'm so tired of it. Oh no, I guess because we gotta start with rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
No, let's hold that. That's a little too much.
Nope. I'm throwing it out there.
Alright.
Diving head first into the motherfucking water, cause why the fuck not? I mean, let's pay respect to the king. Like, the movement, the just the impact, man.
He played my favorite American, Jackie Robinson.
He played my favorite superhero, Black Panther. Like, I think a lot of black people's favorite.
Who's your second favorite? I feel like your second favorite's like Iron Man.
Nah, Silver Surfer.
Yeah. Silver Surfer is pretty busted.
Stop.
He's pretty busted.
Yo, what do you mean he's busted? Are we gonna do this? You really gonna throw us into a nerd corner while I'm trying to pay homage to Sir Chadwick Boseman?
No, because you would just agree that Silver Surfer is also busted. You may continue.
Yeah. What? That's not fair. I just feel like they haven't done him justice since the comic book cartoon.
But he's badass in that.
Yeah, that's my point. Oh, you mean busted in a good way?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. See,
yeah.
Lost in translation here. But back to what I was saying. Rest in power, King. God damn, going too soon, man. Going too soon, and will not be for. Yeah, seriously.
Kind of forever. Yep.
I laugh to keep from crying, cause goddamn that shit. It just, I don't know, man. Something about that shit just hit. It's not even something about it. Like I said, Joe, from Jackie Robinson to James Brown to Thurgood Marshall to T'Challa, like, this man was out here putting in work, and like, I still gotta watch The Five Bloods, like, cause now people are saying that movie hit entirely differently now, and I'm just like, I'm just mad, cause like fucking Roger Stone is right there, like. That's not funny. No, fuck you. Yeah, like fuck this. Fuck 2020.
Yep.
Fuck cancer. Fuck racism. Fuck fascism. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck he who shall not be named.
Oliver?
No, the fucking white terrorist in Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we're going to have to eventually.
I mean, yeah, we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that later.
I'm not going to say his name more than I already have to. This shit is fucking ridiculous, man. Like, oh, wow, where else was I? Fuck white supremacy.
I thought you were going to go back on Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, no, all these fucks are being given out in honor of Chadwick Boseman, who's no longer here with us to give out fucks, if he had any fucks left to give. Because it seems like the man was too busy trying to uplift spirits on his way out.
The terrible thing is it was Kobe and Chadwick Boseman, both of which who still had so much to do. So much to do. People were like, Kobe's career was over, and I'm like, yeah, but he then won an Oscar.
I don't even feel like that's fair, man, putting the weight of the world on their shoulders, but it's like looking at the interviews of Chad talking, he knew, like, the impact that the characters and the roles that he was portraying had on the community, and it just, gone too soon, man. That's all I really got to say about
Very
this shit.
much too soon.
It's just, you know, the roles, the character, T'Challa alone inspired so many black kids to reach for.
And he was an amazing Jackie Robinson.
Yeah. I mean, he was an amazing James Brown. The dude was an amazing actor. He was a great actor. Amazing actor. And it just, you know, we'll never...
Bona fide movie star.
Yeah. We'll never really get to see him have that moment. You know what I mean?
That, like, real, like, crossing the Rubicon. Like, this man is a great actor.
Him and Ryan Coogler got a superhero movie nominated for Best Picture. You know, like, awarded for Best Picture. You know, like, just not enough can be said. Not enough respect can be given. And he truly will be missed. Let's just, as if we really wanted to start with such a heavy note, but we in here.
It's hard not to. It's hard not to talk about it.
Sometimes this shit get heavy. Sometimes you drop anchor, and sometimes you gotta pour out a little bit for the homies.
Now you want me to go into something extremely light as a result?
We need to, please.
I came up with a new game. This is one you all can play at home.
Oh,
It's like the game. By the way, all of you, you lose. But I call it Hide and Snoop.
working title.
Working
or
title.
The title. Okay.
Working title.
Explain yourself.
So I thought about it this morning when I was, and by this morning I mean my relative morning, so 3:15 in the afternoon. But I was watching the Celtics game, undefeated in the bubble.
Hey, go Celtics.
And on the commercial, it was a Corona commercial with Snoop Dogg. And it made me think, I see Snoop Dogg and hear Snoop Dogg a lot. And it's not even like seeking, and it's not even seeking him out.
No, it's the most random places. You just be, you know, brushing your teeth and a fucking pillow commercial come on, and it'll be Snoop Dogg will pop up like,
I got a Snoop Dogg Instagram notification.
Yep. I mean,
no, it's so. Just the game is keep track of how long you went without Snoop appearing in your life.
I feel like that's complicated, Joe. Like, I'm supposed to keep track of how
Not
long,
like keep track.
how many days it's been.
Just like when you have Snoop, now that you're thinking about it, you're gonna realize, oh shit, Snoop Dogg is everywhere.
How long has it been since somebody has mentioned Snoop Dogg? I thought you were gonna say, what is the most random place you can find Snoop Dogg?
Whenever you're just interacting in life and you're like, oh, I'm listening to Snoop Dogg, or not like, oh, Snoop Dogg comes on the radio, or oh, Snoop Dogg commercial.
No, I'm talking about really random, like, where's the most random place you can find Snoop Dogg?
On a label of 19 Crimes Wine?
On some Where's Waldo shit. Hide and Snoop.
Hide and Snoop. So yeah, just, like, think about it.
Snoop Dogg.
Whenever you have Snoop Dogg, like, appear in your life in any way, and you're just like, oh shit, that's Snoop Dogg. And then you'll be like, the next time you hear him, you'll be like, wow, I literally heard Snoop Dogg's voice 4 hours ago.
I was driving down the road the other day and I heard Snoop Dogg in this bail bonds commercial. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie, there was a shirt that I wanted to get. It was just a white shirt that said Baltimore on the front. And the back was a bail bonds company.
Yep. How did I know?
Oh, another Maryland exclusive one. What's the strangest place you've ever seen a big boy's bail bond pen?
If you know, you know. Damn, I can't. Probably in elementary school. But
A CVS was weird for me.
I don't feel like that's that weird. Seeing it in an elementary school isn't that weird either. It's
I've
just
never gotten to the
place.
point where I found one in church.
I
might not have been in the right church.
I don't feel like I'd be that surprised by that.
The church I was at was Annapolis.
I feel like there should definitely be some. I mean, now they probably got different bail bonds out there.
No, I mean, I was raised Catholic. They're like, nope, you suffer. You suffer.
It doesn't mean you can't get bonded out though. Hey. Okay, so
the game is, it's like the game. Once again, you lose, and you just.
I mean, we all.
Anytime Snoop Dogg shows up, or you hear him,
start your count
you just be like, oh shit, there's a Snoop mark. And like you don't have to like keep track of it because you'll remember. You'll just be like, oh, I heard Snoop Dogg recently.
So every time Gin and Juice comes on, I gotta start that shit over.
Yeah, your Snoop count has to go over, and you're hiding from Snoop Dogg.
So if I'm watching that, damn, what was that fucking movie called with Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller? God damn it.
Zoolander?
No, not Zoolander. God damn it, the buddy cop movie that they were in together. Fuck, man, this shit is on the tip of my tongue and I can't even like.
I can't remember a buddy cop movie with those two.
God damn.
The buddy cop movie that was like funny that I've seen recently is The Other Guys.
Don't do that. The Other Guys, like, of course, that movie, yeah, but you're not helping me right now, is my point. Like, yes, that movie is funny, but now, look, see, I'm in my goddamn phone. Oh, God, I hate this shit.
Well, I mean, like, this isn't a random place, but, like, I was listening to The Breakfast Club, and they were like, Snoop Dogg interview.
Fucking Hutch.
Starsky and Hutch.
Yes. See, now it's all long drawn out because I couldn't remember the goddamn name of the movie. Nope. All right.
Man with the power to melt today.
What else is on the ship log? Because I'm mad now. Still mad.
Well, we forgot to talk about it last week, but Nas
Still
dropped a new
mad
album.
Black in America. Oh, speaking of being mad.
Mad and Black in America. Hi, Nas.
Actually, Nas don't seem really like mad right now. He seems like justifiably motivated, I guess, is how this album came off to me. It was still like a very chill album.
I'm looking at the ship log, by the way, and I'm pretty sure this episode is just going to be called We're Talking About Black Stuff.
So can we put the drop at the end of the episode then? Anyway.
I can take the why can't we off, and it will just be like, talk about black stuff.
We'll work that out. All I'm saying.
I'm so glad we have that moment on audio.
I'm so glad we have a lot of these moments on audio.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of audio, the new Nas album was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
It was a solid, you know,
there was no earworms, but I listened to it and I was like, this is a good Nas album.
It was a rap album.
It was a rap album.
And it was like a classic. Can we say classic rap? I don't like
it was
the
a
way
classic style album.
Yeah, it was a 90s
It was
style. It was in the vein of like 90s era Nas. Like the nigga was just dropping bars and knowledge the whole entire time.
Yeah, like he didn't have any real hooks.
No, not at
just like 16 bar
except
break,
for
16 bar. Yeah. Yeah.
The opposite of Doja Cat. Now Doja Cat is mad. The internet
I saw there was another person that's getting in trouble for that now.
Who?
Some actress.
Wow.
Like literally the same thing.
Wow.
Like said she was gonna put nude photos on OnlyFans and then didn't.
Oh my. Was it Bella Thorne?
Yes.
Yeah. Nobody want to see your bony ass. It's like, I mean, you cute. Let me not body shame or whatever. That's inappropriate. I apologize, but ain't nobody checking for no Bella Thorne nudes anymore. I mean, she done let her titty slip on Snapchat how many times?
I don't know. Ask Janet.
Wow. The only person to ever actually be canceled.
Jeffrey Epstein.
You always.
Once again, we said cut.
Yeah, that's not canceled. That's cut.
Harvey Weinstein. It's about as canceled as you can get.
We'll see. Yet to be determined.
I will take that bet. I will bet you $1 that he stays canceled forever.
Oh yeah? How long you think he gonna serve? You want?
I I think he's gonna die in prison for
You think
Carter.
he's gonna die in prison, huh?
Just like I think Trump's master plan is to die in office.
Hi, guys.
7 years, 364 days. Think about it. That would be his wet
Why
dream.
did you-
Because then he overwhelms the entire inauguration.
Oh. I mean, what
He'd
if,
be buried with his phone.
what if he dies before this election happens? Hi, Ted.
We did not wish him any harm or say that we were going
This is
to
America.
inflict him.
I'm allowed to ask questions, aren't I? Aren't I allowed to ask questions in America?
Even if they're questionable.
How come somebody who is underage can drive across state lines with a
Illegally purchased rifle?
an illegally because I didn't want to say assault rifle because magical words.
An illegally purchased firearm.
And shoot 2 people.
One in the head, one in the heart. And they
shouldn't
called
have
it
bum rushed
self-defense.
him.
Well, there were multiple felonies already committed at that point.
They shouldn't have bum rushed him. What would you do?
Bum rush him. Beat the shit out of that guy. Just like Chris Rock said. He's not going to get all of you.
We were supposed to try and keep it light. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not in a very, okay, hi, personal time.
Word magic. That's a light one that we can still keep relevant.
Nah, man, I'm not even finna look. This shit is heavy out here right now. I can't keep it light if there's nothing light to fucking talk about. I mean, there was Project Power, that was good.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
We'll talk
Since we're
about
talking about Nas, we could do...
Oh, that's right, we were talking about Nas. Back to that.
But
Ultra Black.
one of the things that we were talking about is everybody has the GOAT MC argument, right?
Yeah.
But has anybody really set criteria?
So,
Like, what
are
criteria?
you trying to say that Nas's album was trash?
No, I'm just...
Are you throwing his goathood into question? Is that
No,
what
I'm
you're
just
doing, sir? Because that's what it sounds like.
No, I'm not putting his goathood into question.
Oh.
Not at all.
Oh.
I'm
Defend
just...
yourself then.
Nas is certainly in this
On what
argument.
standards then do you determine who is the GOAT? Zig, I need to know.
All right, well, let me go down this list and you give me a one-by-one
Explain
reaction.
yourself.
So, for one, you do have to have some kind of commercial success. Mostly because if you have no commercial success,
So is
no
Soulja
one
Boy
hears
the
your
GOAT
music.
then?
Huh?
Is Soulja Boy the GOAT then?
No. But there are also multiple categories
Man
here.
just said no. Fuck out of here.
All right, do you want me to just read the whole list
No.
first?
Okay. So substance. We can't just run through the fucking list.
And then you react to the whole thing.
Well, I mean, I guess we could, but that's where.
If you're getting mad at the first one,
I'm not getting mad at it. I'm just asking questions. You've compiled this.
thanks,
list
white
here
guy.
Of standards, exactly.
Devil's advocate,
Sir.
asshole.
You compiled this list of standards here that you're like, let's judge hip hop by.
Now, all of this
these
is fine,
quotas.
but what if the measurement of time was different in your scenario? Fuck you, guy. Like,
Listen. Of course, commercial success has to be considered to some degree. I'm just teasing because, then people like Soulja Boy get to be like, I'm the GOAT, I changed hip hop. Then, arguably for the better of progress, that's to be.
well, this comes into the next two.
Okay.
So, with commercial success, longevity, and consistency, Nas's new album clearly showed both.
That is true. I don't think
Illmatic came out in 91.
The only one. Look, the album was clean. It was crisp, like the suits Nas is wearing now.
Yeah.
It was suit rap. That's I guess that's the new genre of rap. Him and Jay are trying to start that's that clean suit shit. And Jay let niggas know when he dropped Change Clothes and 444 was that nigga coming out cleanly pressed. I got the dreads, but don't get it twisted. These suits is, you know, this is fine linen. You can't afford this, of course. Yo, I'm just, look.
And both of those, Jay and Nas, have something in this next. I mean, they're both gonna have something.
Who else is a suit rap nigga now?
Can the suit be in rehab? Because then I would say Kanye.
Nah, Kanye's not a clean suit rap. Nah, that's not clean suit rap.
I mean, it would have to be somebody who's been around ever.
Would it M?
No, fuck no. I'm still in a trailer park yelling at people.
Hold on, wait.
We already said about
but
M.
white boys in suits though. Fucking Paul Ryan
is an indie rock group.
Paul Ryan listens to him. I mean, Lose Yourself is one of the most universal songs in the history of time. Like,
and that is another example of the next category. You need timeless tracks in the cultural zeitgeist.
We said that though. Like, that's consistency. Oh, you mean time? Okay, so that's what we said. Stadium.
Yeah, like if you had Nas release an entire longevity, consistent commercial success, but it was all like this last album, you'd be like, yeah, Nas is good. I fuck with Nas.
Like,
but you wouldn't put him in this conversation without like the shit off of Illmatic.
You know, Busta Rhymes is up there. You know, he got timeless classic tracks. Past the Cavassier, just to start off with one of the most commercial successes he got.
Now, an example of somebody who has a timeless track, but doesn't have some of the other ones. He has commercial success and he has longevity, but he's not consistent. Lil Jon.
Yep, I was just thinking that. From the windows to the wall, you know.
Shots.
Yeah.
He's got timeless tracks, commercial success, but he's not consistent. He doesn't make enough stuff consistently. And like a Lil Jon album, are you gonna really listen to a Lil Jon album?
Okay, yeah, and now, hold on now. Check yourself right there, sir. Because as a Southern native, I have to speak for the crunk
We're a
culture.
border state, thank you very much.
Yeah. The crunk
We
culture,
begrudgingly said no to slavery.
the crunk culture is still live out here and was still live out here. You put some respect on Lil Jon's name, right? Like,
oh no, I'm not disrespecting
first
him.
and foremost,
but I'm saying he's not in the GOAT conversation.
I don't know about that, because if we're talking like, you're talking rappers.
Stop it.
You're talking rappers though. Like, Lil Jon is a producer first and foremost. And all the...
Then why are we talking about him as the greatest MC?
Because you can still be a GOAT and be like a GOAT producer. Like Timberland is a GOAT producer. Swiss Beats is a GOAT producer.
But they're not
Pharrell
GOAT MCs.
Is a GOAT producer. Then you're the one who brought Lil Jon up in the fact that he had a timeless classic hit.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, because he's a producer. The same reason.
I mean, on the track.
The same reason DJ Khaled got.
You need to be on the track. Yeah, exactly. DJ Khaled's got some.
You can't include DJ Khaled in on a fucking top 10 GOAT MC list.
No, but I'm saying he has timeless tracks. You don't have to be in the top 10 to have one of those.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Now, this would also eliminate a lot of people. You need respect from your peers, your elders, and some modicum of respect from the generation that comes after.
You have to garner at least notoriety with the new generation in order to be considered the greatest of all time. Because if you can't translate throughout the generations, then you automatically eliminate your timelessness factor, your stadium factors, because like, I mean...
Now let's take...
Queen is still, like, how long ago did fucking Bohemian Rhapsody come out? And like, exactly...
It's not my favorite song, but I think Bohemian Rhapsody is probably the greatest song ever written.
No.
Not my favorite, but I think it might be the greatest song ever written.
No. It's either fucking Return of the Mac, Mark Morrison, or fucking
Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin.
No, goddamn. I'm blanking now, which is gonna like.
At Last by Etta James.
No.
This is
how fucking this is
my love's coming alone.
Nope.
But I'm the best.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
That shit, the premise of that movie pretty much just happened down in like the Gulf, and yeah, people in the
Hurricane Laura.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I can't remember.
Fucking
all
that
the
place up so
details.
bad they need a cigarette after.
Man, it's nasty down there. I'm looking to try and see if I can find some of the specific details about it, but it looks like as of 3 days ago, it killed at least 6 people. So.
Man, I have a really bad joke to follow up with that.
Don't, because your last joke about Tupac and Biggie's longevity almost slipped.
This is another one very close in the same vein.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm not gonna say it.
people, it's too soon. It's too soon.
But you would be proud of the NBA protests?
Oh, yes, let's talk about that shit.
The NBA protests after the Jacob Blake shooting. From what I hear, he's still alive. Paralyzed, but
yes,
alive.
paralyzed from the waist down. But they did manage to get him to the ICU in enough time for them to stabilize him.
I believe
So-
in the next, that
Thank God.
night or the night after, the Bucks Magic game was on and everybody was doing their pregame warm-ups. Except the Bucks weren't. They didn't come out to the court. They sat the game out.
I wonder why that is.
There was only one other time that a professional basketball team sat a game out. Take a guess. What team?
What team?
The Boston Celtics with Bill Russell. Another civil rights icon. This is a big moment.
2020 has been full of big moments.
After that game,
It's big moment after big
after
moment
that
after
game,
big
that
moment.
night, there was like a meeting of like 200 plus players where they were just trying to decide, like, what do we do? This is exactly why we're wearing all of these names on the back of our jerseys and stuff like that.
It's like a big
And they were
moment
debating
gangbang.
about canceling the season for about 4 hours.
And I
The
just,
players.
I just need some Gatorade. Like, I'm so exhausted and that's why they're protesting, because this shit is exhausting.
People in the meeting some of them were actually like mad at how the Bucks handled it, but Boston Celtic Jaylen Brown, dude
Shout out
wicked smart.
Jaylen Brown.
He stood up in the meeting and he was like, "Don't. They have nothing to answer."
Fucking Doc Rivers. Like, I mean, the emotional speech that was given, it has been circulating around enough. We don't, I mean, maybe drop a little bit of it, but like, if you know, you know, like, and if you don't, then you living under a rock, man. That's
I really do encourage everyone to watch the NBA. So here's the thing. Not only
I mean, especially right now.
yeah,
like
the game of basketball is A, not all that complicated, and B, if you've never watched a game before, you can still watch and be like, that's the best guy on the court.
Yep.
That's the best guy right now.
Yep.
And it's fast and exciting.
It's really not that hard to keep up with, but I mean, right now, the players are using their platforms.
And they are the sport with the brightest light on them.
I was gonna say, yeah, with the brightest and the biggest platform right now. I mean,
There's 450 NBA players, and every single NFL roster has 50.
yeah, baseball had to shut the fuck down. Luckily, you know, basketball.
Every baseball team has 25 players. There's just more, even if it's the same amount of lights on all of the sports. It's not. But just per capita of camera, each NBA player is going to get more.
I argue that basketball is probably the second most popular sport around, with the first being, you know, football. Not, I wasn't gonna. Y'all thought I was gonna say soccer. I didn't.
Football.
Football.
They're paying on the pitch.
Look, and even on that side, they're using their platform to speak about these injustices that are going on, because this shit isn't just happening in America. I look. Do you research?
It's pretty bad here, though.
Yeah,
Pretty bad here.
it's pretty bad all over the world right now. But it's focusing on America, as we here at the Flood have the expertise to do. This shit is
And we were
egregious at this
protesting-
point.
We are protesting not only police brutality, but your favorite thing to yell about.
White supremacy! Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Fucking, I'm so goddamn sick of people trying to justify police brutality and white
in
supremacist
this case,
logic.
vigilante justice. We
White
have to do it.
supremacist logic.
White supremacist vigilante justice, quote unquote.
with the excuse that the riots are just as bad. Like, yo, that shit is so tired. And I know some conservative right now is doing the fucking Arthur meme, clutching their fist and shit, talking about, oh, the riots are so tired.
Probably holding a little
like,
American flag.
ringing their Make America Great and getting the head out. Come on, man. Like, I'm so over this bullshit. If y'all can't see.
I'm just waiting for the Trump rally where they give out, like, rally towels of the American flag. Because it can only get trashier.
They are the real snowflakes, yo. I know that joke has been made and that point has been well expounded upon, but it's so evident at this point, man. Like, these businesses are first and foremost not human beings. Let's start there. Now, to anybody who has lost their livelihood or their lives because of rioters, air quotes, I truly do feel empathy for these people who are victims, because now you understand and you honestly don't. Because if we're sitting here really trying to say that the businesses are the same thing as Breonna Taylor's life, who wasn't lucky enough to get stable.
Brick and mortar can be rebuilt.
Sandra Bland can't be rebuilt. We're not advanced enough to be at $6 million.
We're not the Elric brothers.
Tamir Rice never get to graduate. Trayvon Martin will never get to graduate. Freddie Gray will never get to,
bounce back.
And Jacob Blake will probably never walk again. But, Sam's Deli can get new windows put up.
Yep. And yet we have a little...
Big Boys bail bonds can get a new coat of paint on the brick.
Fucking... I can't believe it. This 17-year-old kid got an illegal firearm, crossed state lines to go to a protest that didn't involve him, and ended up killing 2 people, then walked down the street and had the cops drive right past him while he was blatantly carrying a rifle.
And is now, from what I understand, back in his home state, awaiting
Alive. Anytime
his
I see shooter on Twitter, which by the way is entirely too often, I'm just crossing my fingers and I'm like, please don't say taken alive. Please don't say taken alive.
Awaiting his trial. A trial that apparently, allegedly, Jacob Blake was being detained for. That he'll get to see.
Yeah.
But he won't get to stand for.
Now, the thing is I'm not saying I want the shooter to immediately die. What I'm saying is, if they're taken alive, probably a white guy.
All I'm saying is...
Hi, Ted.
Hi, white America. It's
White
me.
America!
Doc, can we talk for a minute?
You want me to be a proxy, or you just want to talk to the camera?
Yeah, I look. I don't know where to look right now. You want us to stop rioting? You want us to stop burning shit down? Maybe when people who are bad at their jobs are visibly bad at their jobs,
Yep.
then you should do something about them. Because last time I checked, this is America. Oh, wait, that's a tongue-in-cheek phrase. Last time I checked, to use your lingo, this is a country of law and order, right?
I'm clear as fuck. I don't know what you're talking about.
Law.
It's because I'm white, isn't it?
No, Larry's white, so what? Larry's not white. Larry's clear.
and order. And last time I checked, that meant a fair trial by a jury of
Your peers.
your peers. Not your peers, but your peers, depending on vis-a-vis. And I didn't think that included law enforcement.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
7 shots in the man's back. That's attempted murder.
That's actually something that Jaylen Brown said. He wears number 7. He's just like, every time I look at my jersey now, I'm just like, 7 shots.
Two more and he'd have been able to put out a 50 cent.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry. It's not funny.
Two less and he could put a Tupac album out.
Look,
That was the first shooting, right? Or was he shot? Whatever, we'll talk about that later.
this shit, it's beyond need for explanation at this point. Like I said, clearly these people are either A, at the least, if we take out the whole racist factor, like some people would like us to do, they're at the least entirely bad at their jobs. And that should be looked into. Because
There is certainly people looking into it.
a lot of these motherfuckers are extremely bad at their jobs.
Let's give a shout out. Let's give a shout out to pretty much the person who coined the phrase Black Lives Matter, DeRay McKesson, who started the I Can't Wait campaign.
I was
He's going around to local law enforcement.
I don't know if DeRay coined the phrase. I'm pretty sure there was a black.
He
woman
certainly
who-
popularized it.
Yeah, he was one of the people in Ferguson, I believe, that was on the front line.
Yeah.
But I still believe the Black Lives Matter movement was created by a woman after Trayvon Martin. I forget what her name is, and we'll have to.
DeRay definitely became one of the
Yeah, he's definitely like the face of the movement, we'll say. But
he ran for mayor of Baltimore. He got completely obliterated, but he ran.
I mean, look, it was an early attempt, and a lot of his views are still considered, I guess, too far left. I saw a meme the other day that was like, America doesn't have a far left. Like, we have a ultra-conservative, fascist, like, right.
And people with
and then
empathy.
we have a far right, and then, and then our Democrats are really, like, centrist Republicans. It's like, that's like, and then, oh God, somebody had the nerve to tell me the other day, the dude I was fucking arguing with on goddamn the troll, I decided to feed.
Word magic!
Yeah, where we keep getting that from. If you follow me, then you may have the opportunity.
Alright, let me just give it a real quick thing. So Doc posted.
I didn't post this shit.
There was a giant thread that Doc and I got involved in. But the one thing where I was lost it, I could no longer take this person seriously, is I think you posted something. And the guy was like, that's word magic! They're using the word brandish instead of hold! And I'm like, are you serious? Word magic? Gather ye journalists! Throw them on the pike! Burn them at the stake!
Nah, Yeah, man, he said that shit like this is the fucking OJ trial, and like he was trying to give the if the glove do not fit, then you must acquit type shit. Like, man, fuck out of here. Like, the whole thing started because I personally, okay, so in all honesty, I was being a troll, and I was trolling racist on a post that was calling out racism. And people
Does that make you a sociopath for trolling about racism? Like, nah, just black.
Yeah, like, if you defend police brutality against the overall collectively majority persons of color that the police brutality is being committed upon, you might be racist, yo. I'm not gonna
You might be a racist.
Look. To spare some people's hearts here, like, we'll say, you need to look into yourself a little
You have
bit.
some personal growth to do.
Some deep digging you need to do. Because anytime you think that trained officers, trained, well-equipped officers, should be able to get away with shooting a man 7 times in his back because...
Then you have some deep dish racism.
because he possibly had a knife, allegedly had a knife, even if he did have a knife, I'm just saying.
It was nice to just see that guy shrivel underneath when I jumped in the thread, and I'm like, Doc's entirely right, you're a dumbass. He was like, oh fuck.
Soldiers don't complain about getting shot. Athletes don't complain about broken bones. Police officers, I'm sure, don't readily complain about taking a couple of stabs. Yes, I'm sure some people minds are like blown, like, what do you mean they don't complain about getting... It's an occupational fucking hazard. If you're a carpenter, you're bound to fucking hammer your goddamn thumb or get a goddamn splinter. If you're a cop,
if you work in a kitchen, you have a burn somewhere on your arms or hand.
or you've cut yourself. The fuck? I'm just saying, man. And then motherfucker had the nerve to say, if you think you could do it, become a cop. I don't. That's why I'm not a fucking cop, jackass. Like, but the fact that these cops are out here being trained in de-escalating tactics, and maybe they're not. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's why they're being defunded. Because they're not spending their money on what the fuck they should be spending their money on.
Well, I did want to actually pick up on what DeRay was doing.
Let's talk about it.
So he was going to local and state level law enforcement, and they were trying to just do simple changes. And they've gotten a bunch of states, I can't remember the exact number, but just cops can't use chokeholds anymore. That's it. Real simple. He was just like, you shouldn't be able to choke someone to death.
Yeah, look, the justice reform that DeRay is doing,
It's wide and surprisingly very rapid. Like, if you're looking for where's the change, look at what DeRay McKesson is doing. It's called It Can't Wait.
Yeah, he's partnered with all kinds of people. Jay-Z, Meek Mill, fucking Beyonce. Lots of celebrities have joined, not just celebrities. Like, there's people out there whose names we're not mentioning and we will do our due diligence to bring into the forefront, because those are the real heroes. Those are the people who should be getting this nationwide attention instead of the fucking riots. Like, this shit is so tired, and that's what started the shit, right? Like, somebody commented on the post calling out racism, saying we should defund the media. Here's why that argument is tired and played all the way the fuck out.
The way I like to think of the media, by the way, is like the fourth branch of government.
We don't, but here's the thing about that. We don't fund the fucking media.
We don't.
You goddamn Trump tards.
We do not fund the media.
We don't.
They are businesses.
Unless you are talking about PBS and NPR, who are doing their absolute best to try and stay all the way neutral throughout this, the best that they fucking can.
Can we just air more at Sesame Street? What's prime time? Can we just put Sesame Street?
They can't even. PBS, here's the funny about that. Y'all say defund the media. PBS had to fucking sell off the rights to Sesame Street because we don't fund the goddamn media enough. Maybe if we funded the media more, we wouldn't only have 5 media corporations, which is now like actually 4, right? Because Fox is fucking crumbling.
Now, how many of them are under Viacom?
That's my point. That's my point. It's Viacom and Disney now, right? So it's really just 2. It went from like 5 to, oh no, and then there's OAN, who owns like all the local news networks or whatever the fuck it is. And maybe it's not OAN. Lighthouse, check me on that. But yeah, it's like I said, 4, maybe 3 or 4 major media corporations that own all of the fucking. But I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I spend too much of my time voting for fucking Democrats. Suck my dick from the back. Suck my fucking dick. These look, y'all motherfuckers is a joke. And because you want to try and defend this fucking cop, because you're upset that people who were trying to protest are now burning down the fucking city. Maybe it's because every time they try and peacefully protest,
You motherfuckers shoot someone!
I know who I am. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
What?
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!
Right here. I said, do we have a problem? Huh?
and the fucking look, y'all motherfuckers don't know your history. You think this shit is just about racism? No, the police have always done this shit, even when it's not the fucking racist. When it's people striking for better wages and better fucking treatment.
And one of the big problems with trying to get all this police reform is the police unions. Now, we are personally pro-union.
All the way.
But they make life hell for police reform.
I'm pro well-regulated anything. That's the fucking point. There's not enough, and some people, and I know some libertarians' heads are like, no, that's the fucking problem. There's too much middle management. And it's like, that's not well-regulated. There's of course there's the possibility that there's too much, like, micromanaging in certain areas. Like, can we be fucking... No, of course not. Of course we can't be fucking adults about this shit. That's why 2020 had to happen. Maybe if we took some of the fucking money that we are spending on jet planes, fighter planes that don't fucking work, and put that shit into medical advancements, then fucking Chadwick Boseman would still be alive. God damn it, I'm so sick of this shit. Like, I'm fucking angry. I'm angry, and even the things that fucking make me happy now can't even make me fucking happy long enough because I'm doing this shit, and I like doing this shit, right? But this shit is just me looking at all the stuff that makes me fucking angry all the goddamn time.
You just don't want to pay for therapy, admit it.
No, I don't even know if therapy would help at this point. My therapist might need therapy after listening to me bitch.
I think it's actually a requirement for therapists to go to therapy.
Hey.
Who knows what that's like, though? I've heard one of the worst things for a doctor is treating another doctor.
Yeah. Your mental health is important, everybody. Here's your weekly mental health check. Check on your friends, and if you don't have the energy to check on your friends,
call
that's
us.
Okay. Tweet at us.
Look, it's a flood.
The flood.
It's flooding.
Get away.
Quick, we need to get to higher ground.
Open the floodgates.